Okay, so today we're going to discuss the virtue of Minyan. I'll just give a little bit of a tiny background. Our rabbis were trying to figure out this law that they knew through the oral Torah, that you must have a Minyan for what's called Dvarim Shebekdusha, things that are in the that are holy, like Kedusha and Kaddish and Baruch Hu. And one of the proofs or ideas that they have, and that's the one that I prefer, but there's other opinions, is that when the 10 spies out of the 12 were slandering the land of Israel and telling the people that we can't go and conquer, Hashem specifically asked Moses, Ad matai la'edah hara hazot, until when is this evil congregation going to continue destroying my relationship with the Jewish people? And so, in order to fix that, those 10 who were called the congregation, we are required for certain things to have a congregation, and will rectify that loss that was, and their evilness, and we're going to gather to do things that are good. So this is how he begins. When 10 Jews are engaged in Torah or prayer, the Shekhinah dwells among them, as it says in Psalms 82:1. God is present in a godly congregation. Although the Shekhinah dwells even with one Jew who prays or learns individually, nevertheless different levels exist. The highest level is when 10 Jews are engaged in a matter of sanctity, Devar Shebekdusha, like I said, for then holiness is revealed to the world, and this is according to the Talmud in Brachos 6a. Based on this, the Chachamim established that all matters of sanctity be recited in a minyan. These include Chazarat Hashatz, the repetition of the Amidah, Birkat Kohanim, the priestly blessing, Baruch Hu, Kaddish, and the Torah reading. And I don't know why he did not mention Kedusha, but that's also one of those things. Oh, because it's included in Chazarat Hashatz, in the repetition. We only say Kedusha then. And the Chachamim state that a prayer recited together with the congregation is accepted, as it is written, and again in Psalms, He redeems me unharmed from battle against me, for those with me are many. And that means that when I'm with other people and we are sanctifying God's name, that's when we have the fuller redemption. Even when a congregation prays without full kavanah, Kadosh Baruch Hu does not turn away from the prayers of the many, and that's what's called koach hatzibur, the power of the tzibur. And I don't think he mentions it here, maybe in the laws of Rosh Hashanah, but he mentioned in teaching many times that tzibur, meaning congregation or a gathering of people, is almost like an acronym, tzadikim benanim v'rashaim, people who are righteous, people are in between, and people are evil. And the Talmud in Ta'anit says that any public fast, and we learned this with Benedict, any public fast that doesn't have among us the evil people of Israel, and that's not really the word I want to use, but it's basically people who are doing things against the Torah. They're not evil per se, and is not considered a welcome ta'anit by God. He wants us to be inclusive, even with the people who we consider not worthy of being with us. Although any prayer recited among 10 Jews is more meaningful and accepted, the essence of communal prayer is 10 Jews jointly praying the Shemoneh Esrei, also known as the Amidah. Hence, praying in a minyan provides two benefits. First, in a minyan, one may recite all those matters of sanctity that the sages instituted. Second, communal prayer is accepted on the merit of the congregation, even if the individuals in it are not worthy of it. That's what Hashem promises because of these verses. Again, these are only what's called a smachta. It's not proof, because we don't learn laws from the book of Psalms. But rabbis understood again that since the oral Torah suggests that we need this minyan, then they found verses to strengthen that claim, and to have us do this as much as possible. Since the Shekhinah dwells in the midst of a minyan, every person should try to be one of the first 10 people to arrive for prayer. If a person cannot be one of the first 10 people to arrive for Shacharit, he should try to be one of the first for Mincha or Mariv. And again, he doesn't mention it, but there's actually a statement in the Talmud, I don't remember right now where, that the 10th person takes the reward for all of them. And so Rabbi Sherbel in Halifax, he's not there anymore. I think he's in Bat Ayin now. And he used to say that we're waiting for Mrs. Horowitz. And they said, what are you talking about? He says, there's a way to count Jews is either Hoshiach Tamecha V'Varech Nechatecha or Emin Hashem Ad Ha'olam, which is a verse in Psalms, or Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Haolam Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz. So he was pronouncing Haaretz as Horowitz, and obviously he didn't mean that we're going to start counting women, but it was just cute, and because the 10th person is what makes all the difference. So it's not 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's 9 plus 1, and that's how we make it. And so if there are any questions.